Thank you once again, Ryan Van Ornum with Wolfpack Property Group, powered by Keller Williams Partners Realty here in Colorado Springs. It's actually just a blessing to be able to help people build their wealth. And I have a little bit about my backstory I want to kind of give to you guys, and then we'll go into a little bit of Q&A about the market itself and what it's looking like, and then be able to answer any questions that you have after that. So, all right, so I'm going to jump into it. So this is we help you guys find the home of your dreams with the leader of the pack. That's our corny dad joke for the team right there. So, but we're definitely invested in helping you build your wealth through this whole process. So whether it's purchasing for your own residence or for rental properties, investment properties, we have all types of ways that we can help you do that. So once again, she's kind of given a little bit about my backstory. One Rookie of the Year now, a top 10%. That's in the top 300 or 400 in all of Colorado Springs. Very proud of that fact. I know JR and Frank and Julie have seen me since I started this thing 4 years ago. So it's pretty cool to see the growth for myself and everybody else's business that we've kind of helped along the way. Really cool. The reason why that I feel like I've been able to push in such a way is I know my why, and why I'm doing what I'm doing is to give these little junior agents I want to leave a legacy for these guys. So these are my kids. This is Jake and Tyler and Chloe, and they're my world, and I work my tail off to make sure that I take care of them, and they actually are invested in it too. When I went through some times and went through a divorce about 6 years ago, I told them, no matter where I go, no matter what you do, you will always be my wolf pack. And I gave them all little keychains, and they put them on their backpacks. And I said, if you ever miss Daddy, you hold that keychain and you call me when you get home from school. So I'm blessed to be able to see them all the time. Jake lives with me, and they're my world, and I push and push and push to give them the best life possible. This is just some of our actual team here. So we have agents in Colorado Springs and in Denver. I have an operations manager and a transaction manager. So Kristen, transaction manager, she's actually a licensed agent as well, and she handles all the paperwork side of things. So I'm really big on understanding your skill sets, and there's too many skill sets associated to be good at everything. So what I like to do is to make sure that we stay in our zone, and we take care of the stuff that we can take care of at a higher level than just one person. So our agents, they're really good at lead generation, lead follow-up, going to showings, helping people through the buying process. And then we have our backside of the transaction with Kristen, and then Caitlin doing the operations manager position too. So we really delegate the responsibilities and make it a more cohesive transaction and more transparent, because we have more people working on it. This is the other half of the team. We have digital photography, drone videographers. We have stagers. We have events coordinators. So we have people in every facet to be able to make sure that your transaction and it lives on after your purchase. So we have different events. Once this freaking COVID gets over with, we will be getting back to doing our events. We've done where we did tailgate parties at the Rocky Mountain Vibes baseball games, where we had 400 people show up. We rented out a movie theater for Avengers Endgame last year. So we're committed to making sure that we take care of you, and we become your real estate professional for life. This is a little bit about Keller Williams, that we're the #1 real estate franchise in America, and growing to be over in the world. We have 185,000 agents in 32 countries. We're actually #1 in closed volume, agent count, and closed units. And Gary Keller himself, rather visionary, actually invested $1.2 billion of his own money to create his own artificial intelligence program to give the real estate agent the ability to utilize technology in a higher level than ever before. And we're actually the only real estate company to directly partner with Google and Facebook. And we didn't go to them, they came to us. So we want to make sure that we're reaching people at the highest level and seeing it right on their phones and utilizing technology. This is the place to be. So what the Wolfpack does is utilize that technology and give you hyper local expertise. So we know what it takes to find the right home for your family. We're going to be able to diagnose and help you walk through that and understand the best needs for your family, negotiate the lowest price, secure the best financing with amazing lenders like Tiffany and Marisol here, and then take the stress out of it, because it can be a bear cat sometimes, just having so much stress of purchasing a house. We're here to take that off of your plate. On the sell side, on the listing side, that's where we shine. We utilize all of this stuff in-house, and we don't mark up or charge more for it. So like staging, when other agents are paying, you can do a walkthrough with a stager for $200 and they'll give you a report and you do it yourself, or you pay for a stager and it could be in a couple $1,000s. We actually have a stager in-house and that's free of charge. Same thing with our HDR photography, drone work, and all of the virtual tours and everything. All of that stuff is provided with no upcharge. So we're going to be able, and once open houses, they just dropped to orange again. So we're going to be able to do open houses at a much higher rate than we could before in the red level. We're going to be able to showcase those houses like no other. Little stats behind what the Wolfpack's all about. Our days on market for the last 2 years is 6.2 days. Pikes Peak Association of Realtors total is 24 days. So that shows you what our marketing and the way, we're not just taking cell phone pictures here. We're making your place glow. As you can see with some of the staged pictures here, it really showcases that property to the highest level. There's also a number here that is called list to sales price ratio. That means what the property was listed at versus what it sold at. And ours is 101.7 versus the rest of PPAR at 98.2%. That difference on a $350,000 house is $12,000 just by working with Wolfpack. So when you say that agents don't earn their commission, I beg to differ when there's a $12,000 difference in who you're picking for your realtor. So understanding the transparency behind the whole process, we have a management program that can show you every step of the process and how we can show you all the documents and which dates and deadlines. So with that greater transparency, it's getting close to almost $500,000 on a property, and you don't know what the dates and deadlines are. Come on now, we're better than that. That's what we need to achieve. And then, people don't think of real estate agents as people like used car salespeople or anything like that, where, the transparency is just there, that you're seeing everything that we're doing along the way. So I got a quick little video here, and this is going to tell you a little bit about that technology that I've been talking about. is this is actually uh, a graph of its sales price to list price, and the difference that it has changed since 2016. So what you're seeing here, the green is actually the original price, and you're seeing that price drops were happening even through the summer times of these years. So I mean, they were starting 260s and then ended up in selling in the 245s. What has happened here because of the inventory shortage on the top side over here, that we're seeing properties right now go way above listing all the time, and it's actually affecting the market. I checked this morning, and El Paso County has 397 total units. That's crazy. When I started in 2016, we were at close to 2,800 units, and that was still considered a strong seller's market. What you need is about 3 months of inventory, and the way that we're selling right now, that should be somewhere like 1,500 units a month, if not 2,000, or about 1,500, 1,000 to 1,500 units is about a per month clip. So we have basically a week and a half of inventory where we need about 3 months. So, you know, that's really, you know, kind of a struggle that we deal with right now, is getting more inventory onto the market. So those are a couple things that I wanted to share with you guys to start with. The other things that I can kind of share with you right now is from last year, our 2016, our average home price was $315, and now as of this week, its average price is $420,000. So in 4 years, $100,000 worth of equity. There is a some weaknesses in the macroeconomics as the whole country is looking, because of these COVID things coming up with. What happens right now is there's about 10% of loans are in what's called forbearance. So with that, there's more of a tendency that runs behind that. Hopefully we can keep people in their properties longer. However, that could turn into a foreclosure issue down the road. Now, the struggle that we have right now is because the inventory shortage is so great that a lot of those foreclosures would probably be gobbled up, and it would probably be balanced out more and more as we get along throughout this spring and summer. The interest rates are just incredible right now. So what's happening is you have sellers taking profits and pushing the price up and up because of lack of inventory, but then such buyer demand, because what I was seeing is, you know, VA could be as low in the low twos right now for interest rates, and then conventional rates are I'm hearing somewhere around 2 3/4. So it's pretty crazy, the rate. So it creates buyer demand on top of inventory shortage. So the only struggles that we deal with, honestly, is if the economy continues to struggle along, you will see this. Even though our economy is based on all the government jobs, and I think it's like 52% of every dollar here in Colorado Springs comes from the government or the military. So we're very dependent on that, and it shelters us. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're out of this the struggle that the coast may be having here in the next 6 to 8 months. So people always ask me, when's the best time to sell or purchase? And right now I can tell you, like, buying wise, if you can find the right property for yourself, like this interest rate, it's a great time to purchase. On the listing side, you can't ever just try to guess and pick the perfect peak. So, you know, if the right opportunity comes up, jump on it. So that's those are some of the things that I wanted to kind of cover with you guys today. Does anyone have any questions for me that I can help answer for you?